I wonder what the likelihood is that the L-Gates are going to be kind to me 3 series in a row. Like the actual statistical odds. I don't know what they are, but they can't be good. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Galactic Paragons in our High Dominion 2 series. So we have sent all 3 of our fleets to be upgraded, and I'm strongly considering building a 4th, as I mentioned. Also, as we begin here, I'll stay on... Well, no, let's pause for a moment, because I want to take another look at CART and what exactly is going on here. We obviously have a massive crime problem, and that's due mostly to the population being entirely slave-based. So we've got a slave processing facility coming in, and it might be worthwhile. Let's see. CART is here. We do not have a station here. We've got a station here, which I could downgrade, and we could build one here, and that would be able to transport the slaves from CART elsewhere. You know what? I'm going to do that, because I can afford to downgrade that one right now, and we need to do it. So let's go ahead and get that one set up. And I suppose one thing I'll need to do in order to accommodate that is we'll need to build a transit hub. In various systems. Also, I have a fair amount of alloys at the moment, and so I think one thing I need to do as well is make sure that all of my star bases have like the kinds of bonus structures that I might be able to benefit from, because I haven't, as much as I've been focusing on planets, I don't think that I've necessarily, see, for example, the Sagara station, I could totally have some additional trade protection with another hangar bay there. So pretty much anywhere that we can see this icon where I can add an additional component, like I'm going to think about that strongly. I'm just going to add, well, we could do another shipyard here, but I really would prefer not to. Tell you what, can I replace you? Building's currently being used. Okay. Can't replace you. Let's just do 2 hangar bays for now. Additional trade protection can't be that bad. Okay, now here at the Penasta station, we're collecting all the trade value that we needed to a while ago, but if I added... Actually, if I added 2 more trade hubs, then we could collect a significant amount more. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, there are probably opportunities like this that I need to be taking advantage of. Now, this station here, I think we probably need to have something a little bit more defensive set up, don't we? So let's do a gun battery, torpedo battery, a gun battery, and a hangar bay. Not going to worry about a shipyard there. Nemosi station. Now, I don't think we actually have any planets here. So we'll do a disruption field generator. So we have some defenses there. Now, this is another location where we definitely could benefit from a transit hub. 100%. Without a doubt. Some additional defenses there. So yeah, I'm glad I'm pausing for a moment to do this, because we're clearly behind in this regard. I haven't built too many detection arrays. Let's get a few more of those built. I'm not even that familiar with how helpful they are, given how new cloaking is to the game. So we can experiment a little bit. I haven't really gotten the sense that we're up against enemies that are using cloaking a lot. The notifications have probably popped up on the screen a few times, but for the most part, I haven't seen it. It might just be because we're not actively using detectors that much. So we're just not seeing cloaked ships traveling through my territory, which is entirely possible. Unfortunately, it is like highly, highly likely. In fact. All right, we'll do a communications jammer there. All right, now, supposedly this station is disconnected? Really? Don't know how that is. Because I feel like it was connected just a moment ago, and now you're telling me it's disconnected. Strange. Yeah, same. Look at this. Now it's telling me you're disconnected. How? That's so interesting. Anyway, I guess we can go ahead and build some hangar bays to protect the trade there. And the Cybrix mining hub would help with mining station output there, primarily. So we could totally use that. We could also plug in some additional transit hubs in a few other worlds so that those slaves have more places to be sent. It has admittedly been a long time for me since I've done like a slaving empire playthrough. Stellaris has changed a lot since the last time I did it. A lot. Okay, that can be replaced by a naval logistics office because that is absolutely an Anchorage station. Okay, now I'm probably not going to do too much else at the moment. All right, there's the Pakshalika station. Now, does that even still need to be there? Yeah, I would say it's actually... It fulfills a pretty good purpose. So let's get a few things in place. Target uplink computer, why not? And the Gledy station is the one we'll have to keep an eye on because that will help us get our slaves off of Cart. So we'll deal with that. And thank you to the commenter who mentioned that particular issue on Cart because I didn't realize just how many pops on that world. Given that they were already our vassal, I was kind of already thinking that we might have had some of my own population on there, and we really, really don't. So that was worth another look, and we'll see how that goes once we've had a chance to get those slaves off of that world. All right, let's go to speed 2 and let these ships get upgraded. Meanwhile, we can still keep an eye on the other planets.
Progress.
As I said last episode, it's a situation that's tempting me to use the auto building and like the auto management features of the game a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm kind of enjoying the management given how the first leg of the series went. All right, so we haven't researched that yet. All right, we have plenty of amenities here. I'm just going to place another industrial district for now. Another thing that I could do, I haven't done this in a while, but I could go through all of my planets. I've checked, multiple times, on the anti-crime campaigns, on martial law, but I haven't really looked to check on specializations too much. Also haven't ascended too many planets yet, which we can do more once we're fully through the tradition tree. But again, the beginning of the series was just absolute chaos. What else do we have? Maleka? Yeah, I knew I saw one more. Let's go ahead and build... Oh, you know what we can do? With that much energy now that the energy shortage we dealt with at the end of last episode is completely gone, we can terraform. So I can go ahead and terraform Sivala. Now, if I terraform to an alpine world, that's generally not going to be good. I don't know, it already has hazardous weather and a weak magnetic field, so it's just kind of a crappy planet in general. It makes me want to just abandon it altogether. Maybe that's not the first one that needs to be on my list. Alright, so New Syndar is an alpine world. Those are alpine worlds. It's amazing how much the alpine world icon on the outliner looks like a continental world. It makes me double take every time. Alright, New Palobe. Yeah, we need more civilian industries, absolutely. I'm sure there are more terraforming projects, though. I need to find a few more. Now, you're saying that you actually need more housing as well, so let's get that taken care of. And then the Efruri mandate, yep. Industrial district. So, economically, I still think overall we're in a good position. Governing ethics shift in the Divine Urakian Commonwealth. They're more xenophobic. Alright, so it looks like my fleets are all pretty close. They're a few jumps away. And I may also have... Yep, I've got what I need to build a few more hyper relays, so let's get that taken care of.
Construction complete.
Nice. That's multiple additional hyper relays. Wow. Many, many more.
Communications.
What's this? Research agreement proposal with the Mephishotan Imperium. This is interesting, because the Mephishotans are not ahead of us. We kind of need to catch up. So in some ways, I actually like this idea of cooperating with them. I realized that we're xenophobic. I talked about last episode, I didn't want a migration treaty with them, but a research agreement, like a partnership, like that seems like something the High Dominion of Syndar would take advantage of a little bit. So we're going to go with that.
Construction.
It'll take away a little bit of influence, but we're going to go with it. All right, the upgrades are happening. And it looks like the... Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Technology secure.
Holy crap. The increase in fleet power is noticeable. All right, so all of my planets just gained another building slot. That's good timing. Ooh, genetic modification. That came at a good time. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of. We need that yesterday. Okay. Well. Now there's a ton that I can do. So, Rosenvola... Yeah, I'm going to need to... You know what? I didn't... Are there maybe... I want to see if I can terraform one other planet while I'm thinking about it. Where's my expansion planet? There we go. F10. Alright, so where are these? One in Bax. Zasti is pretty close, yeah? So... Yeah, I kind of want to terraform this one right now. I can't remember if I have climate restoration yet. Yeah, I do. Oh, it's 15k though for the full restoration. Damn. Okay, well we can't quite do that yet. What about the Tomb World? Did I fully restore that one yet? Remember these? 10k for those. Alright, so I can only really terraform... Alright, so we have a 15-slot ocean world there. A 19-slot tropical world. Let's keep looking around. A 14-slot tomb world. 23-slot ocean world. That's pretty awesome. That might be the way I go. And a 22-slot... Ooh. Yep, that's the one. That's the winner. Let's terraform that one. And now with the rest, let's buy some minerals. Perfect. Okay, so having done that, back to what I was doing. Rouse and Vola, how are you doing? You don't have gene clinics at the moment. Those do provide amenities, so let's do that. That'll help in multiple ways. Same here. We're going to do an Odyxon Monument. Here as well. Wow. Yeah, I've got a number of planets where those need to be built. I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, and that's, I guess, all of my extra minerals for now. So I'm not going to go too ham on that. Let's just let these upgrades finish. It's a noticeable increase to the strength of these ships, so that's really encouraging. Also, can I maybe... No, I can't upgrade any of the patrols. So it's mainly the larger ships that are upgrading right now. Fighters, I guess? Ah, death of a great leader. Our great Admiral Stur, daughter of Gak, has passed away at the age of 116 while in service to our empire. The people clamor for a memorial service to honor this leader's contribution to the High Dominion of Syndar. So, I mean, there are 116. So let's erect an appropriate memorial. Artisans have been provided with the finest materials to fashion the likeness of Stur, daughter of Gak, adding them to the long line of storied heroes of the High Dominion of Syndar. Their majestic visage is etched in stone and metal, acting as a reminder of what strong leaders can accomplish. Your strength will be remembered. Towering memorial modifier added for 10 years. Worker pop resource output plus 5%. Monthly unity plus 5%. Nice. And I haven't forgotten either, one of the things that we need to add as soon as possible to our new capital is we frickin' need to put the Vaults of Knowledge back. And I'm really hoping we don't just lose whatever was building up in the vaults, you know, when they were exploded. Which I'm kind of worried about it, not going to lie. But we'll have to see how it goes. All right, we've already got the Autoton Monument there. I guess I'll go ahead and build administrative offices, because I haven't done too many of those.
Construction complete.
What's this? Imminent situation. Oh, we have an exotic gas shortage. I didn't realize we'd gotten that low. Okay, well. How much of a shortage do we have? Oh, it's -2. We were just low and I wasn't watching the numbers. I think I was hoping to resolve it before it got that bad, but that clearly did not happen. So let's, there we go. Well, that shortage
Vessels
is now having a
upgraded.
lot more of an effect than I would like it to. So we're going to have some penalties for a while. Senate's now in session. Cooperative research channels. Diplomatic weight from tech. Yeah, we're going to vote in support of that. Interesting that the strongest civilization in the galaxy is voting against it at the moment. I wonder why that is. What are you thinking?
Construction complete.
All right, so the second starter is done, or the third starter is done upgrading. The second starter is almost done, as is the first. Let's go ahead and appoint a new leader here. Because I do want to make sure we have an admiral in charge of all these fleets. Absolutely. So you're 36. I kind of want to go with a young character. One that's going to be around for a long time. But also, you know, experience gain, being better is good. So ship weapons range and leader experience gain bonus. There are no others that would provide additional experience. You know what? Let's go with Amik, daughter of Turk. They are now the leader
Vessels upgraded.
of the second star order.
Vessels upgraded.
That's everything. Now, I'm pretty happy with that, to tell you the truth. Let's send them back. And I don't have enough time. I want to go ahead and get through what is happening to my economy. I think some of the new buildings I've been placing just took a chunk out of my mineral income, but now it's better. I wonder what happened there. Food-wise, it's not so good. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it's recovering now. Also, let's take a look at research. I don't have the ability to repair the mega shipyard yet. That's not the mega shipyard. That is the ruined station. The mega structure is here in Sugenia. So we need mega engineering. Once that's done, there's a lot that I'm going to be able to do. That I really, again, it's almost like the constant fighting at the beginning of the series completely detached me from a lot of the stuff that was going on within my territory. And then we built up so much territory that it's like playing catch up, like, oh yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, there's that. It's a lot. Which is one of the reasons, by the way, that having cooperative empire control in Stellaris now, which is still in beta technically, but like the fact that they're doing it now is like, it's so amazing. Like the ability that you can, the ability to split your management with another player so that you're kind of putting heads together and covering various bases.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Is fantastic. All right, so New Riordan is ready for an upgrade, as is McGrothy. And then Schlarg. What can you build? All right, exotic gases. Whoa, where'd that surplus come from? Where did that surplus come from? I'm so confused. I'm guessing some buildings just started getting worked that hadn't been worked previously. That's really interesting. All right, we're not going to do Vaults of Knowledge on Schlarg. But we are going to do... You know what? Let's produce some extra moats. Chemical plants. We have low stability on Zabrabic. And ironically, the planet Cart seems like it's better. Oh yeah, hang on. Let's work on this real quick. If we go ahead and place right away, let's put a transit hub down. And then we want to have a... Let's have some trade protection. And then queue up the upgrade for that station. So let's see what's happened here. If this planet is no longer rebelling. Crimson Legionaries. All right, so... Do these show up on the communication screen? I'm still learning about these, the mercenary enclaves. They're very new to me. Yeah, the Palisade Hirelings. That's not them, though. Here they are, Crimson Legionaries. Are we not the patron of the... Are you actually serious? That's how chaotic it's been. I wasn't... Okay. We have so much catch-up to do. Oh my god, what pure chaos. I'm happy for how, like, the...
Sphere of influence expanded.
The series has gone overall. Like, I won just a ton of wars, and it was amazing to play. It was amazing to watch. Finders Keepers. Nice. So we've got a code-breaking increase now. Let's go ahead. It looks like one of the fleets didn't finish upgrading. That's kind of annoying, because how far along are you? You're in Helito? Okay, well, at least they're going to go back to the Sin Station and upgrade.
Secured.
That upgrade should already be done. You saw me, too. I'm like, I clicked the upgrade button on all the fleets multiple times, and I must have missed that it popped up again. And also, disruptors are about to finish, so who knows? There might be another upgrade about to come through for some ships. I can't recall if I've put disruptors on. Oh, impulse thrusters. Yeah, that's definitely going to be something to add to all of my ships. But I do want to go ahead and go through the L gates. I want to find out what's going on before the end of this episode, because someone else is going to get there first if we don't. I want to go ahead and unlock more command limit. I think that's the right move right now. Anyway, as I was saying before I got distracted, what's going on with Cart? Okay, I mean, there's still stability issues. I guess that because they've improved somewhat, it's not listed as a low stability planet, which is hilarious to me. I did distribute luxuries there to help with immigration pull. It's a tundra planet. And how long until that transit hub is built? 120 days? All right, that should help. Should help a lot.
Technology secured.
All right, what's this? Phase disruptor. Cool. Let's go ahead and research the plasma cannon. Obvious reasons. All right, actually, no, I don't have the phase disruptors on any ships yet, which could be bad.
Construction complete.
All right, so thankfully, because we have more hyperlanes set up, that was actually a little bit easier to get done. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and build a few more. Because we clearly can. Oh, wait, no. No. Don't go there. Stop. Build that one. And you build that one. Starting to finally make progress. And it looks like we do have... Okay, that's reassuring at least.
Upgraded.
Nice. All right, so you go back to the Navogi black hole, and we're going to go through and see what's going on there. We've got the science ship in place. We're ready to go. We just need that ship to get back down through the hyper relays. Thankfully, hyper relays are nice and fast.
Technology secured.
Okay, there's the impulse thruster. So actually, you know, there's a pretty good argument to be made that I need to go ahead and... cruiser build speed. Let's do that. There's a good argument that I need to go ahead and just upgrade the rest of these. Now, why are you trying to go to the Wayford station, though? That's what doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to hold off. We'll do the upgrade later. Because I don't want to send them all the way back to Wayford. That takes too long. And we're almost at the end of the episode, and we're going to go through here and see what's going on. At the very least, at the end of the episode, we'll find out what the answer is. And then I might have to cut a little bit early. We'll see.
Construction complete.
Cobb G4. Ethic changes. So they're becoming more spiritualist, interestingly enough. Yawenbeck. Let's do more civilian industries, please. Looks like we still need some more housing on a few worlds so we can build additional city districts. The Anthrus Mandate is in my home system, right? No. It's in Savasic. It's nearby. It's one of my original colonies. You know what? Let's build research labs there. I still am not confident that I've fully replaced my lost research productivity. Alright, are we there? We're good to go? Alright, now I've got all my fleets in one position. Okay? Here we go. We're going to activate the L gates. It's going to take a moment. Oh boy. Again, as I said at the beginning of the episode, I'm not just... This is my third Stellaris series since I brought the channel back. I'm not at all convinced that this is going to go well. I have every reason to think that we will finally have some bad luck here. And I'm not just trying to jinx it by saying that so openly. So I think we have to activate it and then pass through, but I think it also depends on the event. So let's go to speed 1. Down to the last 10% here.
Special project complete.
And there it is, the Grey Tempest. But there is something fun about the Grey Tempest, which is that since we have the Grey Tempest to worry about, since this is the reality that we're now dealing with, that is going to get unleashed on the entire galaxy, which is an appropriate amount of chaos to unleash at the moment. So our technicians managed to lift the lockdown from the L gate near Navogi Black Hole, but as soon as a permanent link was established to the L cluster, a massive incoming subspace surge was detected. We were able to restrict this potential invasion force from using our gate while still retaining access for ourselves. Unfortunately, the incoming surge was diverted to the other L gates in the galaxy. Strange vessels consisting of nanites are pouring through these now fully active gates, attacking everything in sight. All attempts to communicate with these machines have failed. In the wake of their passage through the L gates, we have detected a repeating subspace transmission emanating from the L cluster. Put the message on screen. Decoding repeated automated subspace transmission. Establishing translation matrix. Alert. Message is heavily corrupted. Attempting reconstitution of message fragments. 3 message fragments partially recovered. Fragment 1. We are the architects of the Galactic Gateway Network. If you are receiving this transmission, then we can only that we are not too late. Perhaps one of our message buoys somehow slipped past the and escaped the cluster before it was closed off. Do not, repeat, do not restore access to the dormant gateway in our star cluster. Under no circumstances must a stable connection be formed between the and the galaxy at large. For the sake of all civilization, our cluster has to remain under permanent quarantine. Yikes. In an act that will inevitably doom our civilization, we have deliberately isolated our home cluster to prevent the spread of the Narjashah of the Great Tempest. These self-replicating nanomachines were instrumental in the construction of our gateway network, but when their unintelligible had concluded, had concluded, we found that they would no longer accept our commands. Through a hidden back door, our managed to recall the machines to our home cluster, but this security hole has since been plugged. When they started harvesting our planets for materials, we knew it was only a matter of time before... The main is the key. All of their are routed through its subspace array, and without it, they cannot function. Unfortunately, all of our attempts to disable it have failed, and we can no longer muster the forces to another assault. If the quarantine of our cluster has failed, you must destroy this facility. As long as it remains, the Great Tempest will continue to surge unabated through the galaxy. We are truly sorry for unleashing this horror. In our hubris, we blank. End communications. Okay, so... Is it... Okay, so it's just the gate that we attempted to use that was blocked. The other one in my territory still has a Tempest shoal coming through it. So that's a problem. However, the one shoal is not that strong. Interestingly enough. And it also seems like we have some defense platforms here. Not enough, but we have some. This is too little too late, but I'm going to go ahead and queue those up anyway. I'll be curious to see how they do against these guys. So we don't have any information on this, and I don't remember what I need to configure my ships to do in order to fight the Great Tempest. So we're at the 32-minute mark here. I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode here. I'm going to leave it paused. It's at 23:57, 4th day of the 5th month, and in the next episode, we're going to take on the Great Tempest. Again, this is good because it's going to introduce chaos to the rest of the galaxy, and to the extent that we can defend ourselves from what's happening, which could be challenging. We have 2 L-gates that I know of. Hang on, there might be a 3rd that I've forgotten about. But to the extent that we can defend ourselves from the chaos that's occurring, the rest of the galaxy might pay a pretty heavy price for dealing with the Great Tempest. So we'll have to balance that slightly, but we can try and use that to our advantage, and then hopefully turn the tide on them as soon as possible. Now, the nice thing about the Great Tempest being the event that popped this time, which, again, the likelihood was overwhelming that this was going to occur, so, you know, I'm not hugely surprised, and neither are you. We've been talking about it in the comments. But one of the nice things about this is that now the nanite worlds in the Great Tempest cluster, in the L cluster, will actually have a purpose. Like, they'll actually have something that we can use. And the L cluster is over here, not far from me, actually, which is good. So we might even have some political maneuvering that we can do now that the Great Tempest has arrived. And I'll take a look into that next episode as well. I have to keep an eye on my minerals, because I've built so many new things that are sucking up my minerals that has clearly developed into a sudden shortage, whereas before we were in pretty good shape. So I will deal with that and other factors in the coming episodes. For now, again, I'm going to stop this one here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.